Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more real-life stories like this one. When I married Lisa 8 years ago, I truly believed I'd found the most genuine and affectionate woman on earth. She was gentle, compassionate, and never raised her voice in anger. Our life together was simple, quiet, and deeply content. But that peace didn't last forever. The changes began subtly. Little details that seemed harmless at first, the kind you convince yourself not to overanalyze. She started coming home late, offering vague explanations about extra shifts or helping a friend in need. I wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt, to trust her completely. But deep down, something about it just didn't sit right. One night, as we were getting ready for bed, my eyes landed on a small tube sitting on her bedside table. Something I'd never seen before. The label read Skin Renewal Gel. Curious, I asked about it. Lisa gave a nervous smile and said she'd just ordered it online. Her hesitation was brief, but noticeable. Lisa wasn't the kind of person to get flustered over something so ordinary. Still, I brushed it off, though a quiet unease had already taken root. In the following days, I noticed she guarded that little tube as if it were priceless. Whenever I entered the room, she'd quickly put it away. Some nights, I'd hear her tiptoe to the bathroom and stay there for ages. When I asked what she was doing, she'd reply casually that she was applying her skin gel treatment. It seemed innocent enough, until one weekend, while she was at work, I decided to check the bathroom cabinet. The gel was gone. So were a few of her other personal items. It struck me as odd, as though she'd started taking her private belongings out of the house every day. My curiosity grew unbearable. To calm my mind, I installed a small security camera in the living room. The following week, I acted like nothing was wrong. Same smiles, same jokes, same goodnight kisses. She didn't suspect a thing. But every night, when she claimed she was going to use her skin gel, she'd disappear for nearly an hour. Something inside me told me I was about to uncover the truth. 3 nights later, I finally checked the footage. My hands were trembling as I opened the file. The video showed her walking into the living room, purse in hand. She sat on the couch, typing quickly on her phone. A moment later, a soft knock echoed from the back door. My heart pounded as she opened it, and a man stepped in. I recognized him immediately. It was Alex, a co-worker she'd mentioned a few times before. He looked around nervously before pulling her into a tight hug. My stomach twisted. They sat together, whispering, laughing softly. Then Lisa reached into her purse and pulled out that same little tube, the skin gel. But instead of using it herself, she handed it to him. They both laughed, like it was their private joke. He said something that made her blush, and she leaned closer, whispering back. They didn't cross any physical lines, but the closeness, the familiarity, was undeniable. The realization hit harder than any physical blow ever could. That gel was never about skincare. It was a cover for their secret meetings. I couldn't sleep that night. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw them sitting together, laughing at my expense. I didn't confront her right away. Instead, I copied the video to my phone and waited. The next morning, I played my role perfectly, made her coffee, kissed her cheek, and watched her leave for work. Pretending to be the fool she thought I was felt like torture. That evening, when she returned home, I calmly asked her to sit down. I told her I'd installed a camera because some money and items had gone missing. Her face drained of color. Before I even mentioned the footage, she started to tremble. You put up a camera?" she stammered. I nodded, and pressed play. She didn't even try to deny it. Tears streamed down her face as she kept repeating, "It's not what it looks like." But what else could it be? She confessed that she'd been meeting Alex for months. According to her, they hadn't crossed any lines, but they were emotionally involved. She couldn't explain it. The gel, she admitted, was just an excuse to sneak out and meet him. I sat there in silence, numb, angry, disappointed. It wasn't just the betrayal of love. It was the betrayal of trust, something so fragile, now shattered beyond repair. She begged for forgiveness, said she never meant for things to go that far. But I couldn't believe her anymore. Days passed and the house felt hollow. Lisa moved in with her sister. I spent my nights staring at the empty spot where she used to sit. I didn't feel rage anymore, only exhaustion. Betrayal doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers through tiny lies that seem harmless, until they destroy everything. A few weeks later, she sent me a letter, filled with apologies and regret, wishing she could undo her choices. I never responded. The damage was beyond repair. The truth didn't come out through shouting or accusations. It revealed itself quietly, through a hidden camera and a simple lie about a skin gel. Now, when people ask why I'm slow to trust, I just smile and say, because sometimes, the smallest lie reveals the biggest truth. It's a painful lesson, one I never wanted to learn, but one I'll never forget.